All right, I am live. Hey, everybody, it is Joanna. We're going to start in about 3 minutes on how to conceal our dark circles under our eyes. Let me see. Miami in the house. Okay, I'm in Orlando. We got Denver. Go Broncos. Minnesota. Oh, California, I love. Hey, everyone. Okay, Chicago. Tampa. Okay, you are not that far. Oh, South Carolina. Ooh, we have all over. Yes. Come to class. Let's learn. Miami. I love Miami. Okay, New York. Woo, you guys getting me hyped. Detroit. Okay. I love it. I love seeing all, oh my gosh. And to think, guys, all to take this class, we're coming together. Yes. Philadelphia, Vegas, shout out. Power of technology. Absolutely, Roxanne. Yes. Rasha, I see you. Florida. Okay. Baltimore. Okay, we're starting in 2 minutes. Jamaica. New York City. Atlanta in the house. All right. Yes, get your notebook ready to take some notes, Nicole. Yes, absolutely. We are going to learn a lot. Rochelle. Okay, you couldn't wait for that. All right. I'm happy everyone's excited to be here, honestly. This is going to be such a fun class. We're going to learn a lot. Jane, got to look good even during the wildfires here. Absolutely, girl. You don't know when you need to meet a sexy firefighter. I am light skinned with very dark circles. I have number 8 and number 60. Okay, so I am definitely going to show you how to conceal that. We're going to go ahead and talk about the products that we are using. All right. I am going to be using the Woke Up Like This Flawless Foundation Base, and this is in the number 155. We're also going to be using the MAKIAGE No Filter Poreless Base Primer. And to conceal the dark circles under our eyes, we are going to be using their MAKIAGE cream color correcting. This is in the dark palette. Now there's light, medium, and dark. I am using the dark, and this is the colors. And we're going to be playing with these 2 colors, guys. 1, 2. And Alicia says she constantly looks so tired. Okay, and I trust me, I'm there, especially late nights. I used to bartend a lot. So for me, I would get off, and the next morning I had to get up, and I look like a hot mess, but this works. And for T, please address over 50 skin. This is going to work perfectly for you. That's the thing about Il Makiage products. They work for any skin type, any skin color. They have over 50 shades, and it works beautifully on all skin types. Okay, so we got you, T. And they said, did you do anything to hydrate the eyes? No, as far as like hydrating my eyes, no. We just went ahead and did we used the concealer to apply it. Okay. Today, as a mom of 2, Amanda, tired is my signature look. Listen, I'm there with you. So we're going to get started. So let's apply the primer all over our skin. And keep in mind, my skin is dry. Okay. I have dry skin. So be very gentle when it comes to underneath the eyes. Let's go ahead and gently rub that in. And as you can see too, not only do I suffer from dark circles, but a little bit of hyperpigmentation here from some scarring. And this palette is actually going to do double duty, and it's going to cover it. And I'm going to explain how it's going to do that. So we're going to take our concealer brush, and we're going to dip it into these 2 colors right here, I was saying. And you're going to go ahead and apply it under the eye like so. Okay. And be very gentle when it comes to being around the eyes. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just blend that in and just press it gently into your skin. Also, too, if you, let me see, Jay Bauman, it does work for combination skin. Absolutely. Smurry, I have Louis Vuitton 35 mil. Listen, trust me, okay? I am there with you. And that's why I'm showing you here today how to conceal. And you can already see how it's lifting my eyes and it's brightening underneath it. And you just want to be very gentle. Just go ahead and pat it in and see it's already lifting. We're looking like, you know, brand new woman. And for Marsha Jones, it is a cream concealer that we're using. And a good note is that you can go ahead and if you suffer from dark circles and puffy eyes, you can stick this bad boy in the fridge, refrigerate it, and then apply it to your skin. So that way it'll help depuff underneath your eyes also, as well as concealing it. Danielle Lee, can I use this to shape my brows? I wouldn't recommend it. They have the FM Flawless concealer that is perfect for shaping your brows. This is just for concealing. So we're gonna go ahead and just press this gently in. Okay. And you can see how it's starting to brighten up my eyes already. Veronica, can you use F1? Yes, actually, I'm going to be using that concealer. So now that it's all blended in, it doesn't matter that it went a little too high. You just take your ring finger and pat that in. We're going to take the foundation. And we're going to do 2 pumps. And we're going to go ahead and just press this into the skin. Okay. And you can see, look at that coverage. Look at that. It is absolutely amazing. Yes, Irene, you would conceal before you apply your foundation. When doing the color correcting concealer, guys, it's going to be primer, color correcting concealer, then it's going to be the foundation. Melina, yes, I can leave one side undone. Absolutely. So I'll go ahead and continue working on this side so you guys can see the difference, okay? Nicole, with the foundation, yes, it's light, but you see the coverage, you see the difference. Like I have hyperpigmentation and you don't see it over here. So you see the full effect of it. So we're going to go ahead now and we are going to apply the concealer. And this is the FM Flawless in 3.5. Debbie, how do you know the right foundation shade? Well, you go to the MAKIAGE website and they have a test, and this is actually pretty accurate, like 100%. You can see, look at this, flawless, amazing. So yes, you just go to the website and you can take the test. Can I use my fingers to apply instead of a brush? You can. I wouldn't recommend it. Especially with a brush, you get that flawless finish that you can press it in. Versus your fingers, you're going to get like that streaky look. So we're going to go ahead now and we are going to apply a little bit of the concealer. And we're just going to go ahead and press that in. And as you can see how the concealer melts into my skin, matches it perfectly. Carrie, I swear by the brush. Yes, this brush is life. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take the for a social, but is it okay to use a sponge? Absolutely. Just make sure if you're going to use a blending sponge when applying the foundation, you dampen it. Very, very important. Tanya, how can we avoid creasing? How you're going to avoid creasing is actually through this, our next step. We're going to be using the translucent powder from MAKIAGE, perfect for all skin tones. And we're going to take our brush and we're going to dip it in there. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just literally apply that under the eye. And you can see how it gives it that matte, literally velvety finish. And also too, this works as a finishing powder, so you can apply it all over and just set your face. Okay. And so far, what brush are you using? Sorry, late to the party. This is the MAKIAGE 100 Foundation Blending Brush. What color conceal? The foundation I am using, guys, is 155 Woke Up Like This, and I am concealer is 3.5 F I'm Flawless. And Jane, yes, I am using the same brush. So this is the same brush I use to apply the foundation and also the concealer and what we put the powder in. Narissa, I set it with the MAKIAGE translucent powder, transparent loose powder. Wendy, yes, I love that brush too. So now, since this side is complete, we're going to go ahead and take the MAKIAGE hydrating setting powder, and we're going to go ahead and spray our face. And like I said, the best part about the translucent powder, loves, is that you can use it as a setting, as a finishing powder and a setting powder. It does both. For JB Bauman, can use too much translucent powder. Yeah, you can, but the thing is with this, a little goes a long way because it's both in one, a finishing and a setting powder. You just lightly dab it and it sets your skin. So all you got to do is brush it lightly. Kinslin, can you bake with it? Yes, you can. You can bake with it. Absolutely. And for those of you guys who don't know the difference between baking and setting, baking is when you apply the powder and you let your face heat it up, and so it sets the makeup that way. That is why it's called baking, because technically it's baking on your skin. Versus setting, I'm gonna just lightly put it all over your face to set your foundation. And no, the powder does not take away from the glow. So now we're gonna go ahead and spritz, and then just let it dry. And as you guys can see, the difference between this and this side. What was the first thing after the primer she put on if it wasn't the concealer? So after the primer, it was the MAKIAGE Cream Color Correcting Concealer. Jolanda said, should your foundation and concealer be the same color? And that really depends. For instance, I wanted to do a bit of I wanted to highlight under my eyes, do a bit of a contour. So it's going to be about 1 to 2 shades lighter than my foundation. But if you want a very natural look, you can do the same. You can get the same color. For Sravia, how important is the brush you use? It is key. It is everything. Okay, because let me tell you, the makeup could be whatever, but as long as you have the right brushes, you can make anything from drugstore makeup to anything look glamorous. And this brush is life. For Cutie Girl, I used the MAKIAGE 100 Foundation Blending Brush. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and work now on this side, loves. So we're going to go ahead and take that foundation and we're going to put it here. Also, keep in mind, the best thing about this foundation is you can do the try before you buy. So what that means is you literally are going to be able to sample out they're going to send you actually the full product, and you're going to have 14 days to test it out, try it on your skin, go on a date, go whatever, just try however you want to. If you like it, you just go ahead and pay for it. And then if not, you send it back. That is one thing about MAKIAGE, and their customer service is A1. Okay, but let me tell you, this test is very accurate. So we're going to go ahead and press this in. For Emmy, does that brush need to be cleaned after the use? Yeah, you should. You should definitely keep up with keeping your brushes clean. Roar, I'm a beginner. Can I have a list of the brushes? Absolutely, yes. So you're going to be able to see the list of the brushes that I used. And the color for Carrie Daniel, color corrector, is it shaded? Yes, the color corrector. Let me see if I can get close up so you guys can see the different type of colors. Okay, so you guys can see that. No, for REC, it is not greasy. Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. This is the dark palette for Life with Princess. Oh, and yeah, this is the dark palette. No, Marsha Jones. This is the dark palette. I've heard the blending sponge is better. You stated otherwise. Can you elaborate? Well, it just depends on preference. I know for me, I don't prefer to use a blending sponge only because there's really no way to disinfect it. So I stick to brushes. It's very easy to clean and keep disinfected. For Josephina, I don't have the color correcting concealer. I can only use the flawless. Yeah, I mean, like I said, honestly, the concealer itself works. As you guys can see, my skin. What is your favorite thing about the concealer? How else can it be used? The favorite thing about the concealer, honestly, is how it melts into my skin and gives me such a natural look. But you can use it to shape your brows. You can use it to cover up blemishes. You know, you can also use it too if you want to get like perfect lips. You just go ahead and dab it and conceal your lips, cover it up, and you can line them. So there's a lot of different uses you can get out of this concealer. And then for Pro, I'm going to show you right now how you get the cakiness from under your eyes, how it doesn't crease. We went ahead and dipped our brush in the transparent powder, and we just went ahead and brushed it under, okay? And that is how you get that velvety finish without having to worry about the creasing. And like I said, this powder can also be used as a finishing powder. So you can put it all over to set your face. And that way it gives you like that flawless finish. Brittany, yes, absolutely. Brittany Williams. There is a test you can take on El Makiage website. And only one Trina B. This is the transparent powder, and this is just the white one, and it goes with any skin type. And as you guys can see, it sets the makeup and gives it a very flawless satin finish. For Life with Princess, do you put the concealer before or after the foundation? So the color correcting concealer will come before the foundation, and the FM Flawless concealer will come after the foundation. Marsha, do the different color concealer palettes correspond to certain foundation or concealer matches? Yes. You know, with this one, I'm 155, so I'm going to use the dark powder. I mean, the dark concealer palette, which works perfectly for me. You can see my eyes look so much brighter than when we began, and they don't look as sunken in. For Selena, how do you wear with SPF? SPF is going to come on before the primer. So you're going to put that on, then you apply the primer, then the concealers. Jazz Marie, no, it will not leave a white cast at all. As you can see, it goes on pretty flawless. And even when you take pictures, you won't see, because I know what you're talking about. Sometimes you'll have that ghostly under eye thing going on. You wouldn't have that. Polka butter. Yes, you do have to put on two different concealers. It would be the color correcting concealer and then the Fine Flawless. Narissa, for under eye bags, try putting your concealer in the fridge, the color correcting concealer. And literally when you're ready to use it, the coolness will really help when it comes to with the bags under the eyes. For Jennifer Banks, what's the purpose of the concealer after you apply the foundation? That is just to highlight. I want to highlight the area under my eyes, especially if you're going to go into a contour, you would do that. You don't have to. If you want to just leave it with the foundation, I just wanted to go the extra step and highlight under my eyes. Let me see here. For Miss Honey, I came in late. I really need to learn how to conceal. So what, Miss Honey, let me get you caught up really quickly. This is what you're going to need, is the color correcting concealer palette. Charmaine, yes, it will be listed, all the products that I've used. For Gladys, can you apply concealer with no foundation? Absolutely, you can, but it's as far as you can, I don't see why not. And JG, yes, this will be posted, guys. All of the YouTube lives will be posted to Il Makiage YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe, and also to click the notification so you can receive notifications from them. Yes, and this will be posted afterwards. For Benny, can you use the color concealer corrector to contour? No, it's for covering blemishes, hyperpigmentation, dark marks, all of that. You can use that for. This is what you would use to contour, is the Fine Flawless Concealer. For makeup artist Shardy, with that with the color correcting concealer work for darker skin tone, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, it will. And the colors you would use, let me just show you. You could use any range of these. Let me see if you can get a better look. Can this method be used with the BB or CC cream? I would not recommend it. I would definitely use something with a little bit more coverage, like the Il Makiage foundation. BB and CC cream may be too light. And K Drennan, the concealer works great with a mineral or powder base makeup. It does not look cakey, and it does dry well enough, as you guys can see. There are no cracks. Shanna McLean, yes, you can put on moisturizer. Absolutely. You should really take care of your do your skincare routine first, and then go ahead and go with the foundation and the concealer palettes. Kiara, no, it does not have flashback. Absolutely not. When you put the powder on, it finishes your makeup, it sets it, and it keeps it in place. And Debbie, the brush, like I said, just one brush. I use it all with the foundation blending brush. This stuff is the truth. K Drennan, for the color corrector, yes. I'm sorry, KB. How many shades lighter would you select from the palette for concealing? As far as like how many shades lighter from the color correcting, you would use, it depends on your foundation. Like I said, what I would do, because there's so many, all you have to do is do a spot test and just find out which one works for you. Yes, diamond. To avoid creasing, you're going to use the setting powder and you're going to go ahead and set that under your eyes. Let me see. Is it possible to get away with the I'm Flawless concealer? Would it go on before or after your foundation? It would go on after your foundation. How I like to think of foundation is the foundation of a house. You got to build the foundation, and the stronger the foundation, and then you can add everything on top. That's how I think of it. So I would do the foundation first, then I would do the concealer for the I'm Flawless. If you're doing the color correcting concealer, it would go on underneath the foundation. Melissa, how do you disinfect your brushes? Antibacterial soap and some olive oil. Yes, let me see here. How to make the base stick to the nose. So as far as that, you would just be with the primer, you know, because that is what primer is very important because that's what helps cling the makeup to your skin. It creates like a little film, a little barrier, and it keeps your makeup in place and it all day long, especially because I live in Orlando, Florida. Every afternoon we get thunderstorms. So this is what I use to keep it literally like glued to my face. And Milagros Lima, yes, absolutely. This will help bring out your eyes more and it'll help keep them looking lifted, which is, as you can see, when applying it, you want to go ahead and bring it up. Always bring it up. And Candice, you can use the same color. This actually works for hyperpigmentation because remember, like purplish dark spots, you're going to conceal with orange and peach. Those are going to cancel out each other. So Candice, you can go ahead and dab that on any dark spots you have and then cover it up with the foundation. Aziz, I'm so glad you found this was very helpful. Thank you guys. I was a little nervous, as you can see. For pro, how close to the lash line do you go? You literally take your brush and you go ahead and get as close as you can without any discomfort. Margaret, so the color corrector will help to alleviate the raccoon eyes, and then you would use the foundation and then use the I'm Flawless concealer. Absolutely, yes. And Kea Monet, this does work under the mask. Marsha, thank you. Jennifer, I'm glad you learned so much. For Catherine, I see your question, who tend to have dry skin. Honestly, hon, the only difference would be to just make sure you have a really good moisturizer, but this also does work for ages, 18 to up. Thank you. My makeup, thank you. Day, I see you. I can't wait to try the color correcting concealer. Yes, guys. So you will be receiving literally the list breakdown of all the products that I've used. Also, too, like I said, you will be able to try these products, do a little trial base, and then if you like it, go ahead and make the purchase. Let me see. Should I take the test since the color was off? Yes, absolutely. Kumkum, yes, this will be available for YouTube later. Like I said, don't forget, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to MAKIAGE and turn on the notifications so that way you can get more classes like this, and this will be up later on. Absolutely. Yes, the brush will be listed, Joanna Moore. It is I'm just going to tell you now, it's the 100 foundation blending brush. Karen, I'm so glad you enjoyed this. Janelle, okay, I'm glad I convinced you to try it. You won't regret it. I promise. I promise. Cutie, I'm glad you have a better understanding. And that's what this is all about, these classes and these workshops. So I'm super happy that you guys really did learn something and that you were able to tune in and see. So this makes me super happy. Danielle, I'm glad this was informative. Puffy spot, Sandra. So yeah, so it will definitely help for the puffy, but also to put it in the fridge. Let it let the coolness depuff your eyes. For talented, as far as a shade lighter to help alleviate dark circles, you can do that anywhere from 1 to 2 shades, but with the color correcting concealer, you will be just fine. Sam, what's the significance of the olive oil when it comes to the brushes? It just keeps them moisturized. You know, the antibacterial soap will dry them out. Sandra, puffy areas, just go ahead and apply that cool concealer. Kelly, yes, you can view it again. This will be up on Il Makiage YouTube, so go ahead and subscribe, loves. Diane can use the concealer over the powdered foundation. No, what I would recommend, as far as the powdered foundation, I would use it underneath it, then do the powdered foundation. The name of the setting spray is the hydrating setting spray. And this stuff is live because, like I said, I do have dry skin, and it really does keep my makeup going all day, rain or shine. See this. For Danielle, does it rub off if you lay your face on someone? No, not necessarily. You know, I mean, as long as you're not like, you know, rubbing it all over, you'll be fine. But yeah, guys, we got 1 minute left. I am so glad. As you guys can see, all products will be emailed to you, and you guys will have that trial run to try them out. I am super glad you guys enjoyed this class. I enjoyed all of you guys. Paulina, as far really quickly, let me just answer your question. If you perspire a lot, how do you keep the makeup flawless? Setting powder and a setting spray. Those, keep it on all day. Thank you guys. All right. And you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.